This New Day cooking segment brought to you by Ferguson Bath Kitchen and Lighting Gallery, powered by Electrolux.
Hello, welcome back. When hosting a holiday get-together, you want to make sure that everybody can enjoy what you're serving, and that can get complicated if guests have food allergies or other restrictions. So here to show us delicious allergy-free snacks. It doesn't sound delicious. It is delicious, though. Please welcome from the blog Living Freely Gluten-Free, Jennifer Bigler. It's good to see you.
Thank you.
And I can tell you already the ingredients look wonderful. How do you know what people are allergic to or how to be allergy-free?
Well, there's a lot of different allergies, so you need to, of course, ask your guest what their allergies are and what they're trying to avoid. And then there's a lot of great brands available that have several allergen-free items. So that's what I'm going to be using today. Enjoy Life is a great brand. Everything is top 8 allergen-free approved. So
it means like there's what not in it?
Nuts, dairy, soy, corn, gluten.
Sort of the top
exactly.
culprits of allergy problems. Okay, how do we do this?
So these are
so
easy.
I hope I don't eat all your marshmallows
I'll
before
let
you're
you.
done. This looks so good.
There's only a few ingredients to these, and that's why they're great, because the kids can make them, or you can have them on display for your guests. And it's just chocolate chips.
All right.
And coconut oil.
What kind, by the way? Are they dark chocolate, milk chocolate?
These are dark chocolate allergen-free chips. So they're dairy-free, soy-free, nut-free, corn-free, and any kind will work. So you can use a semi-sweet or a dark chocolate.
Whatever you like.
Yeah, whatever you'd like. And if you're not dairy-free, you could even do this with white chocolate chips too.
Okay.
So
we
that's
just melting quickly.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, what did you put in there? Some coconut oil?
There's a tablespoon of coconut oil and 1 cup of chocolate chips. And you're just gonna melt this, and you can even do this in the microwave too. You don't have to use the stove if you don't want to.
Do it a little bit at a time so you don't overdo it?
Exactly, 30-second intervals, and it usually only takes about 2.
Right, they melt pretty quickly.
They do.
You don't want it to get too hot. It gets kind of grainy or something weird happens
Exactly.
to it.
So
Not that I know from melting a lot of chocolate over the years.
Yeah, but as soon as your chips are almost completely melted and the coconut oil is melted, you'll remove it from the heat right away so you don't burn it.
Very good.
Yeah, so these are already almost done. And as soon as it's done, we're just going to pour it into this little Pyrex over here to dip our marshmallows.
Do you want me to grab that for you?
Yeah,
Or
sure.
You got it? There we go.
Thank you.
Oh, and then we're dipping the marshmallows.
Yeah, and we're going to dip them, and then we're going to roll them into the candy canes. And you don't have to use candy canes. You can use sprinkles as well if you want to. So that's fun for the kids. So I'm going to go ahead and remove this from the heat.
Now, oftentimes we would roll things in nuts, and that's part of what we're avoiding.
Right. And if you don't have a nut allergy, you can use this chocolate mixture for nuts as well to top it if you want to. But this is an easy way to avoid all of the allergies if you have guests coming with them.
And even if you ask, sometimes people forget.
Yeah.
Or they, don't know that they're bringing somebody who'd rather avoid it, so it's a good way to kind of get past it.
And these are fun too to give as gifts to the bus driver, to the teacher, to your neighbors, and often we don't know if they have allergies either.
Right.
So I like to put a little card on it that just says gluten-free, dairy-free, so they know that they can have it if they have an allergy.
Delish, you
right,
say.
Exactly.
So that helps.
Yeah, so.
All right, you want to do one and show me, and then I'll try one?
So we're just gonna take this, and the great thing about using a Pyrex is you just dip it in like that.
No biggie.
No biggie. And then the really important part is that you want to top all of the excess chocolate off so that it doesn't all fall down when you put it on the parchment paper. So I'm just gonna go ahead and get that all off there. You can tap it and roll it to do that.
All right, I'll start mine while you're done, because it'll take me a minute to
And then
tap
you just
it.
roll it in your candy canes or your sprinkles or whatever you want to use.
Now you just broke up the candy canes.
Yeah.
That
I just
sounds
crushed
like
them.
therapy. You just smash them.
So I've done it 2 ways. You can use a food processor, or you can take like a meat hammer and just go to town with them.
I'm going to say the meat hammer is so much more fun. Can I try the sprinkles?
Sure.
And then you brought some other things here too that we might want to know about. Tell me what we've got.
Yeah, so I brought a couple of recipes out of my cookbook, which are excellent for hosting a party because they're free of all of the top allergens. And I have an oven roasted carrot. And it's really, it takes about 5 minutes prep time, 20 minutes to cook, super simple. Traditional mashed potato. And I use a dairy-free milk and vegan butter in place, so it's dairy-free, gluten-free free of everything.
And otherwise you do all the same things in terms of salt and
Yeah,
pepper
exactly.
and
Season
spices?
it how you'd like. You can even put some vegan cream cheese in it if you want to get it extra creamy too.
Okay, good to know.
And then
these guys?
Those are my sugar cookies, and they are super simple to make. They're fluffy and they are chewy. They're perfect. So that's a great option to give out as gifts or have for a party.
And
as
do you
well.
actually use sugar in those or some other kind of sweetener?
No, I do use sugar in those. So.
Okay.
Otherwise, I don't know how they would turn out, but
it is hard to bake sometimes with substitutes.
It
I know
is.
people want to, but that's hard to do. Not
it
always
is hard to do,
successful
and it's
with that.
Christmas, so you can have a little bit.
Have a cookie,
Yeah.
it's okay. Thank you so much. I think we did well here. Those look
Yeah.
really good. We posted Jennifer's recipe for her peppermint bark covered marshmallow pops online, and we'll share those with you, and there's some great ideas in there. Also, we'll be back in just a moment. We'll tell you how to mix in vintage style pieces, old and new, to make a great outfit. Back after this.
Hey!